Hey guys, welcome to the first video on forum posting. Now, many of you might be thinking, forum posting, that sounds like something you would do in SEO. And it's true, a lot of people use forum posting and their signatures within the forums to build a link that's used for SEO purposes. However, a lot of SEO, I don't want to say gurus, but a lot of SEOers use forums for spammy links. And that's not what we're after here. We're after building trust and relationships with people, especially your target market and your target customer. So it makes complete sense. If you own a blog about dog grooming and you want to talk about dog grooming and you want to attract people who like dog grooming, you want to go out on the internet and find relevant forums to post on, offer them really good information, and then send them over to your site. So you'll be able to have a better conversion rate on these customers because they're already interested in your topic. This beats a lot of PPC and even SEO traffic because the conversion rates are going to be higher. Plus, you're building trust and relationship marketing with these people, and they'll really appreciate that hands-on experience. So let's get into actually how you're going to do this. Okay, guys, so we are at google.com ready to search for some relevant forums. I'm just going to take the first topic that I can think of off the top of my head, which is pet parakeets. I'm sure there's pet parakeet blogs out there. So we're going to type that into Google, pet parakeets forum, and see what happens. This is the one I found earlier. When you're searching for forums, essentially you want to concentrate on a few large forums at first before really branching out. It's better to be have a few quality forums than on quantity. So we're going to click the first entry here. Now I could tell you, because I went to this website before, it's a really good forum. And ways you can figure that out is, first of all, if your niche is pet parakeets, at the top left here you see it's about parakeets. So that's really helpful. And then a lot of these general forum title names have parakeets in them. They're all about parakeets. So another good sign is that there's a lot of people viewing these forums. General Parakeet Chat has 22 viewing. That doesn't maybe seem like a lot as compared to something like the Warrior Forum, but it's actually pretty good, especially for a niche this small. So if we can click into this, we're going to see that, you know, this first one here, signatures and avatars, still 60,000 people have viewed this thread. So that's a lot. And then you go down to a thread about today, you still have 8 replies. So this is a pretty popular thread. So what you want to do here is actually register to become part of this forum. And you can do that by going over here, register user. All forums will have something similar to this. And I just put in a dummy date earlier. I signed up for this, but it'll ask you for things like your username or your date of birth, just some general things, maybe fill in a CAPTCHA. It'll probably send you an email just to verify your account, and then you'll be good to go. So once you're a registered user, you can go back and click on any of the posts, and you can see this is a really long one, but you really want to go after threads that where people need advice or they have questions. Because if you can be their hero, if you can answer their question, they'll almost feel indebted to you, or they'll want to reciprocate the favor. And they'll almost certainly, if you provide great value to them, they'll almost certainly click on your website or your signature, and they'll go and visit your site because they know you're an expert about the subject, or they'll know that you know a lot of information. So the basic thing is that you want to provide the best information they've ever gotten about the subject. So it really helps if you do know a lot about your topic or niche. But even if you don't, you could always research. I mean, sometimes people post things that are completely, you can post a question in Google, find out the answer, come back and type it in. So this person has a really long question, advice needed, and somebody put a couple pictures in here. Pet parakeets all over the place. But you could see that people have put in comments, they've put in their opinions, and this person actually disagrees with somebody above. So you can see that actually a conversation begins starting, and this is a really quick way to build up your reputation within a forum. And forums are, even if there's hundreds of people, it's still a relatively small place because not all hundreds of people are actually involved in the forum every day. Usually about 20% of the people will actually be involved on a daily basis. So this will allow you to quickly become an expert in the forum, and you'll be the go-to guy if people have questions, comments, or concerns. So, okay, so you've had quality posts, you've been posting great information on these forums, so how are you going to get these people over to your website? Well, that's done with something called a signature, and we're going to take a look at a signature in Elusive Fantasies profile. And all a signature is a place where you can post your website. So right here in this person's About Me page, they list their homepage, occupation, hobbies, location. This is the stuff you can put in your user profile, but the most important thing is putting your homepage. So if you click it, this goes to this person's website. So instead of putting a personal website, you can simply put your blog on which you can monetize the traffic. So basically what you want to do is try to make at least 5 posts daily on one of these forums. Again, concentrate on only a few big ones at a time. Don't get too spread out because then you really can't provide your target audience with the expertise that they need. You're going to be too spread out. So you want to be really involved, heavily involved in a few forums, and try to make at least 5 posts daily on one site and then move on the next day to another and then rotate them every few days. So also another tip when you're commenting is to go back frequently to the posts where you have previously posted, because sometimes, like you just saw, conversations are started and you could get in on those conversations and really get to know some cool people, which can lead to connections and customers down the road. So focus on value and become a trusted member of the community and you'll be good to go. You'll definitely get clicks in your signature, especially if you put something captivating and exciting in your signature, like the person's homepage right here. And it's not too exciting really, but if you could put up a little bit of HTML and create some excitement there, you could probably get several hundred clicks out of that if the forum is heavily viewed. So onward to the next video.